Hey guys, Mr. Knorr here. Today we're going to be building the sail car. So just a few notes, my colors might be different than yours. So just make sure that you're taking a look at your building instructions to make sure that you have the right pieces and don't just rely on the colors that you see out here in front of you. A couple more notes. On the axle pieces, you have one that's length 6, one that's a length 10, and one that's length 11. The way that you can tell is you can use the holes, so you can line them up along the holes and then you can count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is length 11, and then length 10 is going to be a little bit shorter and length 6 shorter than that. You want to seat your tires before you start, and to do that, see how I'm just kind of pinching, and you might have to kind of pull a little bit just to make sure that it sort of seats properly, and then just take a look. You don't want any of the rubber hanging out on the sides. Another note, you have these pulley wheels. Now in the instructions it doesn't show the tire that can go on them, but what you can do is if you want, you can attach that tire to the pulley wheel. So if that's something that you want to add, if you're doing this on a tile floor, having this rubber might help it be a little bit more efficient of a car. So up to you, you can do it or not. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to get started. Okay, so the first step, we're going to take these 1x16 Technic bricks, and I'm going to take 2 of our black friction pins, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and put those in our brick, and then put that on the end, just like that. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the other side. So putting those 2 black pins, whoops, I did it on the wrong side. And then attaching it like that. So we should have these right here, and then we're going to go ahead and add our 6x6 plates. And that's going to give us some stability. So add the first one, add the second one. All right, and then just make sure everything's pushed down so it's nice and even, and it should be pretty steady and secure. All right, next up we're going to take our length 6 axle and we're going to run that through the first hole, just like that. Nothing's going to be securing it in place. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take those pulley wheels, whoa, that just popped right out. Take these pulley wheels and put those. Now, if you put them too tight, you'll notice that as I spin, they stop. That's too much friction. So what you want to do is you want to have a little bit of give so that when you run your finger and let go, see how they continue to spin. All right, now we're going to go with our rear axle. This is where you take your length 11. Now, I'm going to do mine upside down so it doesn't move around. But it's up to you. If you want to do it like the building instructions and do it this way, you can. I'm flipping mine upside down. So we put that axle in. All right, and then we take these gray bush pieces. Those are going to provide some friction. And again, you want to make sure that they're not too tight. There's a little bit of wobble in there. And then we're going to take our 1/3 bush and stick those on the end. That just is going to give us a little more space for the tires. And then the tire, you'll notice, has 2 different sides. One of them is a little bit deeper than the other. It's a little more convex. So you want to go, or sorry, concave. So you want to make sure that we do this side that doesn't go quite as deep. And that way you'll make sure that the tire is secure. So we're going to do that on both sides. And then just test your wheel out. Okay, when you let go of your finger, does it continue to spin? If it stops immediately, it means you got too much friction and you're gonna have to make some adjustments. So it should spin easily. You can just try the car out, kind of push it, roll it, does it move freely? All right, now I'm gonna set my car aside, and now we're gonna build the mast. So we're gonna start with this 1x4 Technic brick. We're gonna go ahead and put 2 black pins in that Technic brick, just like that. And then we're going to take our elbow piece with our 90-degree angle. So that's sticking up like that. We're going to add 2 black pins to the top of that elbow. Then we're going to take our 1x7, these are called lift arms, and we're just going to attach it. Then add our 2 black pins to the top of that one. Add another one, like that. All right. And then we have our length 10 axle is going to kind of go through a little bit. We're going to add one of those bushes to this side and then slip one on the other side so that we've got this nice long area where we can slip our sail onto. Okay, last part, we just got to attach it to the car, just like that. And there we go. We've got our sail car, and test it out. You know, does it move freely? And if it does, fantastic, you can move on to building the sail.